Hi Cici fans, I'm really excited today to introduce you to another new episode. We're meeting doctors Kiran Lohia today. Come follow me. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Great. Hi everyone, I'm here today on Just Ask Cici on this beautiful day with Kiran Lohia.
Hi.
Hi, and I'm very happy that she's on the show. So I wanted to, let her talk to you guys about herself.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kiran Lohia. I do aesthetic dermatology out in New Delhi. I was born and raised in New York. I went to school with Cici here. Then I sort of went to Columbia and I did my training at Beth Israel Mount Sinai Hospital. Now I opened 2 clinics out in New Delhi where we practice a lot of aesthetic and clinical derm.
Tell us, when did you start the business?
So I started about 2.5 years ago, and I specialize, my specialty actually is doing procedures and sort of making you look beautiful, especially with skin of color. So darker skin tones, typically in America, there's not that much expertise here, but with thousands and thousands of patients under my belt now, we can specialize in this specific segment. So pigmentation, hair fall, getting rid of hair on the body and on the face, aging, pores, sagging, double chin, fat loss, you name it, we do it. And we can really titrate results to darker skin tones.
So how many clinics do you own right now?
I have 2 clinics right now in South Delhi.
Wow, great. And you are thinking about maybe opening one in the US, I hope?
Yeah, so I'm going to open another one in Delhi pretty soon, and then I'm looking to do like once a month or once every 2 month options in London, Dubai, and New York.
Oh, wow, great.
Yeah.
And what do you think about, in terms of your customers?
Who's my customer?
Yeah.
It's really interesting because I really understood that there's a segment of the population that isn't treated very well in Western countries, and that's the darker skin tone, or Asian skin tones, because there's a lot of risk associated with treating that skin. So people tend to shy away, but I've treated thousands and thousands of darker skin tones, and I actually get really great results. So that's sort of my specialty. I treat the pigmentation, the melasma, the pores, the lines, the freckles, you name it, I treat it, and I can really focus on getting really fast and effective results for the Asian and Hispanic skin tone.
So I have a question, right? So the redness from drinking for Asians, can that be treated?
Yes, it can be treated.
Oh my God. Please do. Okay. I know it's probably a secret and we have to ask you for
it has a lot to do with rosacea actually.
Oh, wow.
So rosacea is very treatable with topicals, oral medication, and also light-based therapies. So there's a lot of options out there to sort of reduce the sensitivity of the blood vessels. It's fantastic. There's such great options.
Look, partiers, you got it. This is the one that you have to ask her. This is the secret. Okay, great. And then in terms of inspiration, how did you end up, thinking about starting this business?
Well, I've always been interested in beauty. I started a skincare line at one point, then I ended up canceling that because I just didn't have enough time. I just have always felt that there's nothing more luxurious than feeling beautiful. And that doesn't mean that you have to be something other than you are. It means be you, but feel good about being you.
Yeah.
That's it. It's simple.
Wow. Yes, I totally agree with that.
So, I was wondering, what kind of interesting questions have your customers asked you?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. So, for some reason now, men are probably about 40% of my skincare practice. So, no man wants a double chin, which I think is so interesting, right?
Yeah.
They're just you have to get rid of my double chin. I hate it. It's important that it goes away today. Okay, let's do that. Also, men are super interested in getting rid of their wrinkles, even the ones around their eyes. I always thought that a man would love that, right? I think it's so sexy. It's so like George Clooney. But they don't like them.
No, I can attest to that. My husband says no wrinkles near the eyes.
Right?
Yep.
It's so surprising. And then there's always the scandalous request, which I feel like this is not the forum for that.
Great. And then what about issues that you've actually resolved for the clients?
We do a lot of clinical anesthetic, right? So if it's a psoriasis, an eczema, we get some really interesting cases in India, where people travel to us for, EDV and some, it's complicated but fascinating. And then aesthetically, right? Like, how many women have something called hirsutism, which is really excessive hair in their face,
Right.
where they, they literally don't want to go outside. So we treat that. Acne. How many women have depression from acne?
Right.
That's a big thing.
Yes.
And sagging. I mean, freckles. You know how many Asian women hate their freckles?
Really? I thought
Chinese
that's a
women
big
too.
thing.
Yeah, it's very big. They really don't like their freckles, so we get rid of freckles in about 4 to 6 sessions.
Wow. Okay. Because I thought, the Lucy Liu look.
No, a lot of people don't like them. I love freckles personally.
Right. So, any good tips for people about skin?
Yeah, absolutely. Number one, sunblock. I mean, I don't think I can stress that enough. So about 70 to 80% of all signs of aging are from the sun. So start your sunblock really young, even from the age of 2 years old onwards, wear sunblock, okay?
Yes.
So parents, don't forget, make sure your kids are slathered in it, all right? Second thing, don't try not to over dry your skin. A lot of people love like really foamy things with sulfates in them. It actually just dries you out and can age your skin. So the drier your skin, the more wrinkled. All right, so cleansing oils, milk cleansers, those are always the best to go. Even if you have oily skin, they're still lovely, okay?
Yep.
The third biggie is retinol or topical retinoids. I mean, there's some great data out of women that have been using topical retinoids for 20 years and how young their skin looks, even at 40 or 50, A lot of the wrinkles and enlarged pores that they would have gotten, they didn't get. It's actually amazing. So if you can start a topical retinoid, like a retinol, right away, there's nothing better. And I'm also a big fan of antioxidants like vitamin C or ferulic acid. Those are amazing. We get a lot of oxidative damage throughout the day, and applying that topically can only help you.
Great. Any specific brand that you love?
I love a bunch of brands. I'm big on the ingredients. So like SkinCeuticals, Dr. Dennis Gross, DCL, these are all like amazing brands. Just look for the specific ingredients though. It doesn't have to be those brands. It can be anything with a vitamin C or ferulic acid.
Thank you, doctor, for coming today.
Thank you so much for having me.
We really enjoyed the conversation and all the tips that you guys got for free. So this is really great. And we hope to definitely see your clinic soon in the U.S.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and do you have any websites that they can follow or like you on?
Absolutely. So my website is www.lumieredermatology.com, and you can follow me on Instagram at Dr. Lohia, DRLOHIA.
Okay, great. And please also subscribe and like Just Ask Cici. Thank you.